Lessons that a lot of men learn very late in life. You don't want to be one of those men because you really don't want to waste your time, and at the end of your life you start learning these lessons. Your power dynamic is very weak and you don't want to be that person. In order to change something about your life, in order to be very successful, you need to be aware of a lot of lessons that a lot of men lack in today's age. These lessons are all from the prince. If you really learn these skills and knowledge that I'm going to give you in this video, which they will be broken into sections so you can understand them fully, your life is going to change. 1. Building and maintaining power. Quote, "The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him." Lesson: cultivate and sustain your power base through strategic relationships and alliances. Action: identify key stakeholders and build strong relationships with them. Foster alliances that bolster your influence and authority. Example, in a corporate setting, proactively network with influential colleagues and higher-ups, attend industry events, participate in cross-departmental projects, and seek mentorship to solidify your position within the company. 2. The ends justify the means. Lesson: the results of actions are often more important than the actions themselves. Action: focus on achieving your long-term goals, even if it means making difficult decisions in the short term. Example, a startup founder might have to pivot their business model several times, making tough calls on layoffs or strategy shifts to ensure the survival and eventual success of the company. 3. The importance of appearances. Quote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are." Lesson: how things appear is often more important than how they truly are. Action: manage your public image and brand carefully. Example, a politician must maintain a positive public image through carefully crafted communications and appearances. For instance, addressing public concerns transparently during a crisis can build trust and credibility. For adaptability and flexibility. Quote, "Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times." Lesson: adaptability is crucial for success and survival. Action: be open to change and continuously seek to improve. Example, in the tech industry, companies like Amazon and Google constantly evolve by adopting new technologies and business models. Employees should similarly seek to upgrade their skills and adapt to new market demands. 5. Human nature and self-interest. Quote, "Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear." Lesson: recognize that people are fundamentally self-interested and act accordingly. Action: understand the motivations of others and leverage them to build alliances and partnerships. Example, in sales, understanding that clients are motivated by their own goals can help tailor your pitch to show how your product meets their specific needs and interests. 6. Preparation and foresight. Quote, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." Lesson: always be prepared and think ahead. Action: plan for various scenarios and be ready for unexpected challenges. Example, businesses often conduct SWOT analyses, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, to prepare for potential market shifts and competitive pressures, ensuring they are ready to pivot when necessary. 7. The role of fortune and virtue. Quote, "Fortune is the arbiter of one half of our actions, but she still leaves us to direct the other half." Lesson: while fortune plays a role in success, individual skill and initiative, virtue, are crucial. Action: take proactive steps and be prepared to seize opportunities when they arise. Example, an athlete might train rigorously, virtue, while being ready to capitalize on an opportunity to compete at a higher level if another competitor drops out, fortune. 8. Decisiveness and taking action. Quote, "It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret." Lesson: decisiveness and taking bold actions are often rewarded. Action: make bold decisions when necessary and stand by them. Example, during a financial downturn, a CEO might need to make the decisive call to downsize or restructure the company to ensure long-term survival, even if it is unpopular in the short term. 9. The utility of fear and love. Quote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." Action. Balance authority with empathy to maintain respect and loyalty. Example, a manager might enforce strict deadlines to ensure productivity, fear, but also recognize and reward team efforts to build morale, love. 10. Managing allies and enemies. Quote, "A wise prince should have a way that his citizens always and in every possible condition of things have need of the state and of him, and then they will always be faithful to him." Lesson, handle your allies and enemies wisely. Action, build strategic alliances while neutralizing potential threats. Example, in international relations, countries form alliances to strengthen their positions. For instance, NATO countries collaborate to enhance security against potential threats. 11. Pragmatic morality. Quote, "A prince must often do what is not considered virtuous for the sake of the state." Lesson, morality is flexible and context dependent. Action, apply ethical flexibility to navigate complex situations. Example, a non-profit leader might accept funding from a controversial source if it means advancing their mission significantly, balancing the ethical implications with the potential benefits. 12. Innovation and change. Quote, "The innovator makes enemies of all those who prospered under the old order." Lesson, embrace innovation and be open to change. Action, embrace new technologies and methodologies. Example, retail companies like Walmart and Target have embraced e-commerce and digital transformation to stay competitive in the changing marketplace. 13. Control of information. Quote, "He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still." Lesson, controlling the flow of information is crucial. Action, manage the flow of information strategically within your team or organization. Example, a corporate leader might carefully curate communications during a merger to maintain employee morale and prevent misinformation. 14. Balancing cruelty and compassion. Quote, "The prince must be able to use the nature of the beast and the nature of the man." Lesson, balance cruelty with compassion strategically. Action, use tough measures sparingly and balance them with acts of kindness. Example, a school principal might enforce strict disciplinary measures to maintain order, but also create programs that support student well-being and development. 15. Building a strong foundation. Quote, "A prince who builds on a people's trust builds on the best foundation." Lesson, establish a strong foundation for long-term success. Action, invest in building robust systems and loyal teams. Example, a business leader might focus on building a strong company culture and developing efficient operational processes that ensure long-term sustainability and growth. Examples of modern applications. Elon Musk, known for his bold, sometimes controversial decisions, Musk exemplifies many of Machiavelli's principles. His decisiveness, adaptability, pivoting from PayPal to Tesla and SpaceX, and strategic management of public perception are evident in his career. Angela Merkel, as Germany's Chancellor, Merkel managed allies and enemies within the EU effectively, balancing pragmatism with ethical considerations in her policies. Apple Inc. Under Steve Jobs, Apple emphasized innovation and adaptability, constantly reinventing its product line and approach, which has kept it at the forefront of the tech industry. Machiavelli's wisdom is your key to mastering power and achieving success. By applying these principles, you can make strategic decisions and build a lasting legacy. But don't go it alone. Join our elite community of winners. Subscribe now for exclusive insights and strategies you won't find anywhere else. Elevate your game and ensure your place among the truly powerful. Don't miss out. Subscribe today.